195 of you left comments on the last video. 195 voices, 195 locations, 195 stories, and I read every single one. This video is my response to you. Not to weather models, not to meteorological theory. To you, the people dealing with this. The parent in Cincinnati with the disappointed 7-year-old, the person in Maryland whose temperature dropped 35 degrees in 12 hours. The Texan desperate for rain. The Floridian shocked by 20-degree temperatures. I see you. I hear you. And for the next 25 minutes, I'm speaking directly to you. But first, comment your location, city and state. Because this isn't a one-way conversation, this is community, and community means we talk to each other. Your comment becomes part of tomorrow's forecast. Your voice matters, so use it, city and state. Right now, let me start with the comment that got the most reaction. 76 likes. Whoever keeps playing with the thermostat, please stop. My sinuses and migraines beg you. That's not just funny, that's real. And it's not just you. These rapid temperature swings are affecting everyone's bodies. Maryland went from 54 in the morning to 19 at night. That's 35 degrees in 12 hours. Your blood vessels constrict rapidly. That triggers migraines, sinus pressure builds, joint pain flares. This is physiology, not weakness. Here's what helps. Stay hydrated. Drink more water than you think you need. Use a humidifier. Winter air is dry. Dry air makes sinus problems worse. Rest when you can. Your body is fighting to maintain homeostasis. That's exhausting. And if it's severe, talk to your doctor. This is real medical impact. Now, the comment that broke my heart, Cincinnati parent with a 7-year-old watching all week, nothing but disappointment. Every forecast shows snow everywhere around you. But Cincinnati, nothing. I want to talk directly to that 7-year-old if she's watching. Your disappointment is valid. It's not fair that Buffalo gets 3 feet while you get nothing. But here's what I want you to understand. Geography isn't personal. It's not that winter doesn't like Cincinnati. It's that Cincinnati isn't positioned for lake-effect snow. You're too far from the Great Lakes. The wind direction has to be perfect for you to get snow. And this week, it hasn't been perfect. But next week, the pattern changes. Storms will start coming from a different direction, from the west, over the Rockies. Those storms don't care about lake effect. Those storms can hit Cincinnati, so tell your daughter to be patient. Her snow might be coming, and when it does, it'll be worth the wait. To the parent, I see you. Disappointing your kid is one of the hardest parts of parenting. You can't control the weather. You can't make snow appear. But you can prepare her for when it does come, get the sleds ready, find the snow pants, make hot chocolate plans, so when it happens, you're ready to make memories. Tennessee. At least 6 comments begging for snow. I'm in Tennessee, it's cold but sucks because there's no snow. I live in Chattanooga, I want snow. Keep hoping for snow in Tennessee, fingers crossed. Snowing right now in Roan Mountain, Tennessee. Tennessee, you're divided, mountains are getting some. Roan Mountain, you're elevated enough to get snow. But Chattanooga, you're in the valley. Too warm for snow most of the time. Cold without snow is the absolute worst. You have all the discomfort of winter with none of the beauty. Here's your hope. Next week, moisture returns. When the jet stream dips and storms come from the Pacific, they bring Gulf moisture north. If temperatures are right, that moisture falls as snow. Even in valleys, even in Chattanooga. I can't promise it, but the pattern supports it. Keep those fingers crossed. Texas and Louisiana. The drought comments. Poor Texas. We need a winter and rain. The bugs won't die if it keeps getting to 85. We've had no rain in northwest Louisiana and we need it bad. Dry in West Texas still. You're suffering in a different way. Not cold, dry. Dallas is having one of the driest Decembers on record. That means fire danger. That means stressed vegetation. That means bugs surviving. That means high water bills trying to keep things alive. Drought is slow motion disaster. Here's your timeline. This weekend, you warm up. 70s, 80s in South Texas. Still dry. Not helpful. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, Pacific storms cross the Rockies. They bring moisture from the Gulf. That means rain, real rain, soaking rain, the kind that helps, not this week, but next week. Hold on, it's coming. Florida. Multiple comments about the cold. Too chilly in Florida. It's chilly down here in Southeast Florida, had to turn the heat on. I know Florida people are feeling like they're in Alaska. I never knew Florida can get in the 20s. I can just see the iguanas dropping out of trees. Florida, you're not crazy. This is real cold for you. Yes, people from Iowa laugh at 27-degree wind chills, but they have different infrastructure, different clothes, different expectations. Your buildings aren't insulated. Your blood is thin. You don't own winter coats, so 27 degrees is legitimately cold for you. And yes, iguanas fall from trees below 40 degrees. They go into a torpor state. They're not dead, just frozen. When it warms up, they wake up. But finding a frozen iguana on your lawn is startling. This is real Florida winter. This weekend, you warm back up. 60s and 70s, back to normal. But tonight and tomorrow, protect pipes, bring in plants, cover outdoor faucets, and wear a jacket. I know it's weird for you, but do it, Buffalo. The nostalgia comment, thanks, I'm loving the weather here in Buffalo, reminds me of the winters of my childhood in the 60s. You're a rare breed. Most people complain. You're celebrating, and I respect that. You remember when winters were real, when snow lasted, when cold persisted, when you couldn't see the grass from November to March. Those winters shaped you, made you tough, and now you're getting to relive them. 2 to 3 feet of lake effect, negative wind chills, relentless snow bands. For you, that's not torture, that's home. Enjoy it. Build snow forts, go sledding, make memories. Because winters like this are rare these days. Northeast Ohio. Shoveled a lot of snow this morning in Northeast Ohio. Stay warm, everyone. You're in the snow belt. Downwind of Lake Erie. You know what that means. Multiple shoveling sessions, back-breaking work, the never-ending battle. You clear the driveway. 2 hours later, it's covered again. You clear it again. 2 hours later, covered. This is the lake effect life. Advice from someone who gets it. Shovel in shifts. Don't try to do it all at once. Clear a path to the door, to the car, to the mailbox. That's enough for now. You'll have to do it again anyway. Pace yourself. Your back will thank you, and invest in a good snowblower if you can afford it. Someone commented to test your snowblower before you need it. Perfect advice. They sit all summer, often don't start. Test it today, change the oil, fresh gas, new spark plug, make sure it works. When you need it at 3 a.m., you don't want to be fighting with it. Syracuse. We have 13 inches in Syracuse. I think Syracuse has got a foot of snow since 11 p.m. last night to present 8:30 a.m. today. You're getting destroyed. Lake Ontario is pumping moisture. Bands are setting up and staying put. That's the worst scenario. When a band parks over your house and just sits there, snow rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour, you can't keep up. If you have an older house, consider roof snow removal. Snow is heavy. Wet snow is even heavier. Roofs have weight limits. Collapses happen. Better to pay someone to clear it than pay for a new roof. Gaylord, Michigan. We've gotten 15 inches probably in Gaylord, Michigan in the last 2 days. Northern Michigan, you're in the sweet spot, or terrible spot. 2 Great Lakes feeding you, Michigan to the west, Huron to the east, both lakes sending moisture your way. You're in the convergence zone. That's why you get so much. You're not done. Another foot possible by Thursday, maybe more. If you need to travel, don't. Roads are impassable. Visibility is 0 in snow bands. Stay home if you can. Southwestern Pennsylvania. Southwestern PA already got roughly 4.5 inches last night into this morning. We here in southwestern corner of Pennsylvania farmlands have been hit, then thawed, then hit again. Grass yesterday to blanketed overnight. That freeze-thaw cycle is exhausting. You can't ever finish. You clear snow, it melts. You think you're done, then it snows again, and now you're dealing with ice under new snow. That's the most dangerous condition. Ice layer with snow on top, you can't see the ice, your feet go out from under you, cars slide with no warning, sand or kitty litter on walkways, not salt. Salt doesn't work when it's too cold, and it damages concrete. Sand provides traction without the chemical damage. Western New York, 19 degrees, feeling like -4 in Western New York, and yes, it's snowing. That wind off Lake Erie. Northwesterly at 30 to 40 miles per hour. Wind chills don't just make it feel colder, they make it dangerous. Exposed skin freezes in minutes. Frostbite is real. Cover everything. Face mask, insulated gloves, layers, no exposed skin, period. Maryland. Maryland went from about 54 in the morning to 19 and windy in the evening, keeping the house at 72 or the reptiles will need a second basking bulb. That 35-degree drop is violent, not gradual. Violent. Your body can't adjust. And you're right about the reptiles. Basking bulbs alone aren't enough in rapid temperature drops. Secondary heat sources are necessary. Heat pads, ceramic heaters, whatever it takes. Cold-blooded animals can't regulate temperature internally. If they get too cold, they die. You're doing it right. And that comment about needing it at 72 for your dead thyroid, that's real too. Thyroid issues affect temperature regulation. You feel cold more intensely. You need warmer environments. That's not being wimpy. That's medical necessity. Mid-Missouri, currently 18 in mid-Missouri, by Sunday upper 50s, Christmas Day was low 70s, bipolar weather. That's a 55-degree range in less than a week. 18 to 73. That's not weather. That's chaos. Every day requires different clothing. You can't adjust. Just when you acclimate, it changes again. This is mentally and physically exhausting. This is what meridional jet stream patterns do. Wild swings, back and forth, no stability. Next week continues this pattern. Be prepared for anything. Eastern Ontario. In Eastern Ontario right now, 5 degrees feels like -13. We're still trying to figure out who stole our snow, although we're happy the big ice storm turned out to be a little mist. You dodged a bullet. Ice storms are worse than snow. Power outages, tree damage, dangerous roads. You got lucky. Mist instead of ice is a gift. Take it. As for your missing snow, it's all going to the Great Lakes. Those lakes are hogging all the moisture. You're in the cold but missing the snow. That's actually better than the alternative. Tampa Bay. I'm currently in Tampa Bay area, but I'm from Iowa. I saw the cold weather advisory for wind chills as low as 27. I chuckled. 27 during the winter is a heat wave in Iowa. I love this comment. Perspective matters. What's catastrophic for one region is mild for another, but context also matters. Florida isn't built for cold. Any cold, pipes aren't insulated. Buildings aren't sealed. People don't have winter wardrobes. So even mild cold is problematic. Respect regional differences. Don't mock Florida for struggling with cold. They're doing the best they can with infrastructure not designed for it. Just like Iowa would struggle if it suddenly hit 95 degrees. Different challenges. Central Florida? I'm in Central Florida. I literally have Facebook memory photos of us in the pool on New Year's Day. Crazy. That memory makes current cold feel worse. Your brain remembers that warmth, pool weather, shorts, sunshine, and now you're wearing coats and running heaters. The contrast is jarring. This weekend, you warm back up. By Monday, you might be pool adjacent again. Florida weather is volatile. Colorado. Is there any hope for Colorado to get snow this year? Yes. Mountains are getting pounded right now. Vail, Aspen, ski resorts are happy. But Denver and Front Range? Warm and dry. You're frustrated. I get it. Here's why and when. Right now, jet stream is north of you, storms hitting Pacific Northwest, not you. Next week, jet stream dips south. When it dips, storms track over Colorado. That's when Denver gets snow. Patience. Your turn comes. Now, questions from comments. What does the gold color represent on the map? Gold indicates extreme values beyond the normal scale. If purple shows 30 degrees below average, gold shows 40 plus below average. Off the chart cold. Is Indiana considered Midwest or Ohio Valley? Both. Northern Indiana is Midwest. Southern Indiana along Ohio River is Ohio Valley. Regional boundaries overlap. Why is that area called Midwest when it's North Central? Historical naming. When America was expanding westward in 1800s, Ohio and Indiana were the West. The name stuck even as the country expanded further. Now, it's geographically North Central but still called Midwest. Whatever happened to the term wind chill factor? Same concept, different terminology. Now called wind chill or feels like temperature. Perceived temperature on exposed skin based on air temperature and wind speed. Why don't you talk about Canadian side of the Northeast? You'll reference tiny New York towns but never mention Toronto. Valid criticism. Toronto is huge, bigger than Buffalo, deserves mention. I focus primarily on US weather. And Canadian data is sometimes on different systems. But you're right. I'll work on better coverage. Do you have an Android phone app? Not yet. Multiple requests for this. Something I'm exploring. For now, YouTube is the platform. You should think about adding information on effects of NFL games. Brilliant suggestion. Weather dramatically affects football. Cold affects ball flight. Wind affects passing. Snow affects footing. I'll start incorporating that. I wish you'd use numeric dates because days bleed together when you talk. Perfect feedback. I'm using numeric dates in this video. December 30th, January 1st, January 7th, more clear. Thank you. Safety advice from community. If you're traveling during these storms, make sure you keep an emergency kit in your vehicle, blanket, food, water, anything to help keep you warm. It could save your life. Perfect advice. Add shovel, sand, or kitty litter for traction, jumper cables, flashlight, first aid kit, phone charger, keep it in trunk all winter. If you get stranded, that kit is survival. Anyone made sure to do a test run with your snowblowers yet? If not, you should. This. Test equipment before you need it. Snowblowers sit all summer, often won't start. Test today. Fresh gas, oil change, new spark plug if needed, make sure it works. Tires don't like these temperature drops. Please don't let pets be exposed too long. Check on the elders. Utilize warming stations if possible. All of this, tire pressure drops 1 psi for every 10-degree temperature drop. Check weekly. Pets get hypothermia and frostbite. They can't tell you they're suffering. Bring them inside. Elderly neighbors are vulnerable. Check on them. 5-minute visit could save a life. Warming centers exist for a reason. Use them if you need them. There are plenty of hospital employees that are still working during this winter, regardless of the weather. Be very kind to them. Many are out before the snow trucks. This. Hospital workers, EMS, police, firefighters, utility workers, plow drivers, they don't get snow days. They risk their lives to keep us safe. Thank them. They're heroes. Spiritual moment. Someone commented, God bless, stay warm and safe all. That's the heart of community. Caring for each other, looking out for each other, being in this together. Winter is hard, but it reveals character. Easy times, anyone can be kind. Hard times show who you really are. Be the person who checks on neighbors, who shares supplies, who offers help. That's Christ-like. That's community. Call to action. Comment your city and state. Top locations get featured in follow-ups. Your voice matters. Like this video. Algorithm shares liked videos with your neighbors. Your like warns others. Subscribe. Daily updates throughout this pattern. Don't miss them. Notifications on. Emergency alerts when storms threaten. Immediate warning matters. Share with people who need it. Elderly relatives, long commuters, anyone not paying attention. Bottom line, lake effect continues through Wednesday. Cold persists through Thursday. Pattern shifts next week bringing storms, moisture, volatility. Cincinnati, your snow might come next week. Tennessee, moisture returns soon. Texas and Louisiana, rain next week. Colorado, Denver, snow possible soon. Florida, warmth returns this weekend. Buffalo and Syracuse, you're almost through this round. Your concerns have been heard. Your voices matter. Your community is strong. Together, we're stronger. Stay safe, stay warm, stay connected. Next update Thursday, January 2nd. Until then, watch the skies and watch out for each other. God bless.